Lamar Jackson loses out on $750,000 of his new 5-year, $260 million deal with $185 million in guarantees. NFL on CBS reported that due to the 80% of offseason workouts clause in Lamar Jackson's new contract that he will not be able to hit because he's already missed at least 21% of the offseason workouts, he will miss out on a $750,000 bonus. Now, obviously, $750,000 sounds like a lot of money. You go into a gas station, grab a scratch off, and hit for $750,000, you're going to remember that day for the rest of your life.
Yeah. If
you get paid $750,000, you're going to be paid forever. Lamar Jackson obviously knew that this was a clause, and he decided, well, this money's already out of the contract. I'm good with my contract being worth $184 million and $250,000 in guarantees. Don't say we love it. You know, you can show up for 80%. You can kind of make that happen. But also, if you're in South Florida and you want to continue to work out with your guy, you do your thing. I saw a lot of people judging the fact that he's his own agent and had this amount of money in there as the bonus, because you could have that down at $50,000, $100,000, which some people do. $750,000, pretty significant, but not in the grand scheme of what his contract is.
Yeah, very significant. But I think when he signed the deal, it was the richest deal ever. And to your point, I'm sure something maybe came up in the offseason, or maybe just decided he would rather spend his time training down there. I know he was one of the quarterbacks as well who has slimmed up and lost a lot of weight this offseason as well. So obviously he had a plan. He had something going on with his trainer down in South Florida. But don't think it's going to be an issue going forward with the Ravens in his offense.
$750,000.
A lot of money.
Stays with the Baltimore Ravens.
Who was saying he should have had an agent?
Mike Florio was talking about how if he had a good agent.
It's valid.
Not because people have ever lost out on clauses before.
Nah. It was the first time, right?
That was a classic Florio tweet, though.
Yeah.
Classic.
They knew. He knew when he had it in there that he's not going to be at 80%.
Yeah, that was already decided upon. I don't know if
they know.
Yeah, go ahead.
They did that. Sorry, they knew when our first day of OTAs or whatever they call them now, they would say, hey, you can miss 4 or you can miss 5 OTAs and still hit 75 or 80%, whatever your percentage was to get your bonus.
I do think I remember the math being done publicly. Now, for me, I go, I'll be here, dude. So, I don't really have
free money.
Yeah, I don't really have the option. I was making the $500 check that they pay during the offseason, which is why everybody just assumes that the NFL is very okay with giving up anything in the offseason because it costs them nothing and it pays nothing. So, Lamar Jackson back better than ever, but not at 80% of the offseason. Is he fully committed to the success of the Baltimore Ravens?
Well, maybe he thinks it's second year of my offense. I don't need to come this year.
Oh, Lamar Jackson doesn't need to work.
You're lazy.
All we're going to do is...
That's called journalism, what we just did. Being negative pricks. From what I've learned, that is called journalism, what we just did. But maybe the fact is he feels like what's better for the team, and everybody probably feels like, hey, you be the best version of you. That's going to help us out a lot. Everybody knows you're the leader of this team. Everybody loves you. And he's obviously been there. We've seen video of him and Derrick Henry connecting and others. It's like, I'm excited to see this Lamar Jackson this year in this offense with Derrick Henry still in the back. I mean, with Patrick Ricard.
Yes, Patrick Ricard.
And Derrick Henry lined up behind him. I mean, it's just like...
Andrews likely has
Good
tight
luck.
ends, too. How are you even supposed to stop that? But is this the difference between Lamar Jackson and LeBron James, would you say?
What's that?
LeBron would probably be there for his OTAs, his voluntary workouts with Lamar.
Whenever you think about LeBron James, you automatically got to talk about Michael Jordan.
Well, that's true. Is this the difference between Lamar, Michael, and LeBron?
MJ would be there.
We saw The Last Dance.
What show are we doing? What show is this?
He never asked anybody.
This is journalism, you asshole.
Got to compare it. Yeah, I mean, go. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Think?
You tell us. LJ, MJ, which one are you taking to lead the Baltimore Ravens this year?
I guess I'm taking Lamar and not a 60-year-old Michael
That's
Jordan.
Not an option.
But, we got to talk about it.
I'm sorry, did you forget that MJ built a practice facility on the set of Space Jam? Did LeBron? Did Lamar?
Oh.
Well,
is Lamar even coming to practice?
Well, we saw Lamar on that beach. Remember, he missed that jet ski.
Yeah.
That's his. He built that. Because running on sand is a lot harder than running on wood and floor, which makes me wonder, does Michael Jordan not want to work as hard as Lamar Jackson is training on a beach? You tell me, pal.
Well, do we need to bring up Larry Bird?
Joe
Burrow's not.
What did he do?
Joe Burrow's not at practice today.
If we're doing sports media, you don't bring up Larry.
Yeah, people don't like Larry like that anymore.
What's that?
Lamar's not at practice. Joe's not
Maybe
at
the
practice.
hardest
Is Russell
worker.
Wilson the only one at practice in the AFC North?